Capricorn, you are not made of passing weather. You are not a flicker of momentary fire that rises in applause and disappears in doubt. You are mountain-born energy, ancient stone wrapped in human skin. A frequency humming beneath the noise of the world like tectonic plates shifting in sacred silence, steady and immovable. Carrying a depth most will never fully comprehend, yet always feel in your presence. There are souls who burn quickly and fade just as fast. And there are souls who scatter like restless wind, searching for direction. But you were forged. Forged in pressure that would have broken others. Forged in solitude that demanded self-reliance. Forged in endurance that no one applauded while you carried it quietly. Building strength in places no one could see. Developing resilience that became your spiritual armor. Your energy is not loud, yet it is undeniable. It does not beg for recognition, yet it commands it without effort. It does not tremble when storms gather, because you were shaped inside storms long before others learned to fear them. You became familiar with uncertainty. You became fluent in perseverance. And now, when chaos rises around you, you remain grounded, centered, unshaken. You are the quiet summit, watching the chaos below. You are the ancient frequency that does not rush to be understood. There is patience in your spirit, a sacred restraint that keeps you from reacting impulsively. And this is your unfair advantage. The ability to remain composed when others unravel is not coldness. It is mastery refined through experience and spiritual training. You were trained by life in ways you did not consciously choose, but your soul agreed to long before you were born. Every delay that tested your faith, every closed door that forced redirection, every betrayal that required you to rebuild in silence, none of it was random. None of it was accidental. It was designed. It was sacred preparation for the level you were destined to reach. While others were taught comfort, you were taught resilience. While others were handed validation, you were handed endurance. While others were protected from discomfort, you were initiated by it. There is a discipline in you that most people cannot name because they have never had to cultivate it. It is the discipline of patience, the discipline of vision, the discipline of emotional control. People misunderstand this about you. They mistake your calm for coldness and your silence for indifference. They interpret your patience as weakness because they do not understand long-term strategy. What they fail to see is that you are observing, calculating, aligning. You do not react because you understand timing. You do not chase because you understand value. You do not collapse because you understand endurance. And they know it, even when they cannot explain it. They feel that you move differently. They sense that you are not easily manipulated by praise or fear. Your emotional control is not suppression. It is mastery. This is why some envy you quietly. Your composure exposes their instability. Your consistency reveals their chaos. Your restraint unsettles those who rely on reaction. Not everyone can handle your energy. Not everyone can stand beside a mountain without feeling small. Not everyone can love a soul who does not need them for survival. There are those who approach you seeking dominance and leave confused. There are those who seek validation and leave unsettled. You are not difficult to love. You are simply difficult to control, and that changes everything. Your unfair advantage is not cruelty, it is clarity. You see patterns before they fully form. You sense intentions beneath carefully chosen words. You detect inconsistencies without demanding proof. Because you rarely announce what you know, people underestimate the depth of your perception. But you know. You always know. And your quiet awareness protects you more than confrontation ever could. You have walked through relationships that attempted to shake your foundation. You endured connections that felt like earthquakes, testing whether your roots were truly anchored. You loved people who mistook your stability for something unbreakable and treated it carelessly, and still you remained. Not unchanged, not untouched, but refined, wiser, more discerning than before. Every heartbreak was not a failure. It was a lesson in alignment. Every disappointment was not rejection. It was redirection. Every delay was not punishment. It was divine timing, protecting you from premature attachment. Your soul was being prepared to recognize what matches your frequency, to distinguish intensity from destiny, and to value peace over temporary passion. There is a destined soul who can carry your energy without collapsing beneath it. A presence that does not fear your strength, does not resent your ambition, does not attempt to shrink your vision. This person will not feel like a storm. They will feel like solid ground, meeting solid ground, steady and secure, creating harmony instead of chaos within your spirit. Because their frequency is aligned, the connection will not feel rushed or dramatic. It will feel inevitable, designed, unfolding in divine timing. Before we go further, anchor this truth within yourself and declare it boldly. My endurance is my power. Let that affirmation settle into your spirit as recognition of everything you have survived and transformed. Your unfair advantage is patience in a world addicted to urgency. It is discipline in a world driven by impulse. It is emotional regulation in a world drowning in reaction. They may not say it openly, but they feel the authority in your stillness. You move with intention. You speak with purpose. You withdraw when alignment is broken, preserving your energy for what is sacred. Divine timing has been working in your life more than you realize. The delays built internal architecture, the solitude strengthened your foundation. The disappointments were protective barriers guiding you toward alignment. You were never late. You were never overlooked. You were being positioned carefully, intentionally, for something that requires maturity rather than urgency. The love meant for you will not be chaotic. It will not demand that you abandon your mission or question your worth. It will feel calm, aligned, peaceful, like two mountains standing side by side, not competing for height but sharing the horizon. And you will recognize it instantly, not through intensity, but through serenity and sacred balance. Trust this process. Trust the endurance that shaped you. Trust the silence that strengthened you. Trust the divine timing that has never failed you, even when you questioned it. If this message resonates with your spirit, affirm it once more. I am aligned with divine timing. You were never random. You were designed, forged, prepared, and your unfair advantage is meant to be embodied.